What's up, YouTube? This is Eric Kelly, aka the Tech Gentleman, bringing you guys another Live with the Tech Gent, baby. Or Lunch with the Tech Gent. What is going on? Make sure, as you guys come on in the stream, man, you drop, hit me up in the comments so I can give you a shout out. Show your appreciation for coming through. What's going on, guys? What's up? What's up? Also, if you don't mind, drop your boy a thumbs up, man. It's been an uphill battle here recently. We got some trolls that's out to get us for real, for real. What's going on, mob? My ace, Demetrius Gordon in the building. What's up, bro? Appreciate you for stopping through. Big dog in the house, most definitely. What's up, bro? Appreciate you for coming through. What's going on, man? Should be a more interesting stream this week. We had a little bit more tech news actually happen between last week and this week, so hopefully this will be a little more interesting. Not that the last one wasn't, but you know, we got some other things going down. Things that are important to me anyway. Hopefully they're important to you. So like I was saying before, if you pop in the stream, man, just drop me a shout out in the chat so I can give you a shout out. What's going on, Reggie? What's up? What's up? So I'm gonna give it about 20 more seconds. So it's about 2 minutes to kind of get in and get settled in before I start in on the topic. And like I say, if you joining the stream, man, give me a shout out in the comments so I can shout you out and let you know I appreciate you for coming through. Most definitely. All right, Phone Tech at work. What's up? Phone Tech says, "What up? Just got the Best Buy. LOL. Looking at this HomePod. Yeah, man. Try it out, man. If they got a Google Max, and I got a lot of thoughts on that too. I was able to listen to a HomePod, and I re-listened to the Google Max as well, the Google Home Max as well. I got thoughts on that, man. So that's what's up. Night Tech in the building. What's going on, bro? Appreciate you for stopping through. Say what's good. Big Dog says, them damn trolls. That's right, man. Trolls are real and not imaginary. Well, they're digital. I'll say that. They're not really real. They're digital. What's going on? Spiridonov says, what's up? What's going on, bro? Phone Tech says, can't do nothing until I update. Waiting patiently. Spiridonov says, OnePlus for me. Hey, man, I wish you luck with that OnePlus situation, man. Till they can exercise a little bit more security when it comes to my personal information. I'm gonna have to put, OnePlus down for real. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into it, man. The first topic that I know a lot of people have been raving about is the HomePod. So the HomePod was announced a while back, but it recently came out, and a lot of people have been oh, Phone Tech says he meant OnePlus for a like. Oh, okay. Yeah, do that, most definitely. But yeah, man, so the HomePod has come out. A lot of people, reviewers have had it for a while, but a lot of people have been able to listen to it in person. I know my Best Buy, where I am, they actually have the HomePod and the Google Home Max set up where you can listen to them and do demos and stuff like that. So it was pretty interesting. I'll say this, for the size of the HomePod, it's impressive. It's an impressive sound with some caveats though. So the most interesting thing about the HomePod is that it's a speaker first, and that's kind of what Apple wants you to use it as. It's literally like a HomeKit speaker. It serves the HomeKit hub, and the Siri portion of it is very restricted, and that's why it's kind of weird to me that they Sonos is a well-known brand. They have pretty much the lead as far as multi-room audio right now. They have a bunch of different ways you can set up their configurations. You can buy their speakers, you can buy their amps and plug in your speakers to them. and they have a pretty good setup when it comes to doing multi-room audio. And also they have great sound, which I think is a requirement to be called great. But the HomePod doesn't give you really any of that. Like you get a HomePod, you can't even set it up without an iOS device. So that in itself, unless you're gonna start strapping, iPhones or iPods to the HomePod, I mean, you're already limiting the functionality of it. But the other thing is you can only ask Siri to play Apple Music. You can't use the actual smart portion of it to play anything other than Apple Music. Now you can AirPlay other stuff, but the thing is you have to use your phone to do it. So that kind of defeats the entire purpose of having a smart speaker. At that point, it's not like I can plug any speaker up, and I might as well be using Bluetooth or something like that. So there are a lot of drawbacks and caveats which possibly could be updated in the future. With AirPlay 2, which they say is going to give multi-room audio and allow you to do the groups and all that stuff. But that's kind of weird to me. See, I'm gonna check out the comments right quick. Yes, Spiridanov says, I think Sonos is better. Says HomePod, just Apple. Looks and quality is good, but no Bluetooth is going down. Yeah, the no Bluetooth thing, I think is kind of weird to me at this point, especially for, them to be on your phone. They'll tell you Bluetooth is the future, but for the HomePod to come out with no Bluetooth is really weird. I think it's a big omission. No Bluetooth, no auxiliary in. Literally, the only way to get sound out of this thing is through either AirPlay or Apple Music. That's kind of crazy. That's very limited, especially for the price. Like I said, it does sound good for the size that it is. But in case anybody was wondering, the Google Home Max gets drastically louder than the HomePod. The HomePod sounds good. But if you like a more bassy sound, the Home X is where it's at, man. I mean, like, no knocks on the sound that you get from the HomePod. I think that the HomePod realistically gets loud enough for what you'd use it for. You're in your home, ain't no way in hell you're gonna turn a Google Home X up to 100% in your house. Even if you're in a house, you still gonna get noise complaints. That thing is super loud. And then they got the audacity to allow you to pair two of them together. That's crazy, man. Unless you're trying to put on for a concert or something like that, you trying to DJ, man, there's no way. I mean, they get ridiculously loud. So if that's a major factor for your purchasing decision, if you're on the Apple ecosystem and trying to decide between the HomePod and the Google Home Max, which it's going to be kind of hard to recommend the Home Max if you aren't an Apple person, but if you are interested in it and volume is something that's very important to you, the Home Max is where it's at. There's no contest when it comes to pure loudness. There's some other things that are a little bit more subjective. The sound signature, like I said, the Home Max is like, it's bassy. You play something with a bass line, you're gonna hear the bass line. So it's gonna be a little more bottom heavy. The Home Max has a little bit more. It has like a clearer sound, and you hear the bass. If there's some bass notes, you definitely hear them. But I've been reading, because I'm not buying one, but just kind of the design of the HomePod, it's designed to be on a flat table. Like, it actually uses the flat surface to produce the sound. So it's using a lot of engineering and beamforming, and they have mics on the inside of it that actually pick up the sound around it, try to reproduce the sound. But I've heard that if you put it on carpet or any kind of soft surface, that the sound quality goes to crap, because it's actually basically bouncing the sound off of the flat surface. So I don't know if anybody in here would have a HomePod, but that's kind of weird. It's like why? So Reggie says, when are you buying one? Are you talking about the Max? I literally can't justify buying the Max, man. Like, it's $400, and I don't know if you noticed, but Google stuff, the stuff you actually want don't really go on sale, right? So they've been running sales on Google's site. You can go buy, a little Chromecast audio. You can buy like the little second gen Chromecast, but they don't really go on sale like that for the more expensive stuff. Like the Chromecast Ultra, they might knock like $10 off of it here and there. But the Max, right now, pretty much everything on Google's site is on sale except for the Max. They want $400 plus tax and shipping, no questions asked for the Max. So yeah, unless one just falls in my lap or something like that, I don't see myself getting one. Mostly because I've got Bluetooth speakers and they all get decently loud. Like I'm never in a scenario where I'm like, man, I need more volume from a Bluetooth speaker that I can only use in the house. Because that's the other caveat. All of these are wired, so you got to have power coming from the outlet. There's no internal battery. You can't use them wirelessly, which is another thing that's kind of weird to me about the HomePod. It does 360 audio, but 9 times out of 10 you're gonna sit this on the table up against the wall, or on a bookshelf, or like nobody. I don't see anybody running this out into the middle of your living room or something like that, because it's not wireless. You're not gonna run something with a cord. If they were gonna do the 360 audio, I think it would have been more impressive if it had a battery and just more function. See, Sprinting says Alexa is good too for 360. Yeah, for the price and what you get from Alexa, it's pretty good, but like, these are in a totally different ballpark when it comes to sound quality and also volume. But even Alexa, man, you got more options when it comes to music than you do with the HomePod. So, hopefully they'll come out with some updates, and this is kind of weird for Apple, because usually you can't be late and still not have it together. You can like it's almost like they were rushing, but they're still late, because people are trying to compare it to when the Google Home came out and some of the shortcomings they had. But there are several other people that have been doing this for a while before you came to the party, and it's still not, they're still missing some key features. Like they're missing features that are on the iPhone and the iPad, but they don't have, which is kind of weird to me. See, Spirit says my Alexa and Google Mini doing the job. Yeah, I'm an all Google Home household. I got a couple of minis. Actually, I got a home and one mini. I don't know why I thought I had a couple of minis, but I got a home and a mini. Got Chromecasts, Android TV. So for me, like I said, even the Max isn't. There's nowhere for it in my house right now. There's definitely nowhere for a HomePod. Like, it literally would have to be given to me. So Forbes, what's up, brother? Appreciate you for stopping through. He says, what's up, Tech Gent? Google Home for the win. Yes, sir. Google Home for the win for me. Android Stud in the building says, what's up, Tech Gent? What's going on, bro? Salute to y'all, man. Team 100 coming through. Stopping through on the stream. Says, old school boombox for the win. He says, where the food at? I don't know, man. I didn't have time to get any food today. Yeah, I have to set that up, man. I'm going to start eating me some lunch with y'all, man. Have to start getting fat on the stream. Most definitely. Got Adrian L in the building. Says, hi, Tech Gent. What's good, Adrian? Well, man, they said finally team is coming back. Yeah, man, people getting in. I try to start on time at a minimum, because I know this is in the middle of the day. This is people's lunch break, and people kind of stop in when they can. I appreciate you pop in for 5 minutes or whatever. I just appreciate the love. Andrew Stud says get a smoothie. Hey, that's probably what I need, man, just so I don't go inside, because usually what happens is I come out and I stream and I go inside and I get something fat and I eat that. So I probably that's gonna be a good idea. I'm gonna try to start doing that. Sprinting off says I finished my Mountain Mike pizza. See, that's something I would do. A whole pizza too. You can't even eat a slice. You gotta eat the whole pizza. Oh yeah, man, this is the Alcantara case. I'm actually shooting this on my Note 8 because I got my SA Plus, but I got the Oreo beta on it. And last time I tried to stream using the beta, the stream was crashing a little bit. So Agent L says, I thought you were inside the store based on the thumbnail. No, that was just kind of giving you guys an overview of what one of the topics would be, which is, you know, consuming the tech news for right now, which is the HomePod, and you know, everybody's comparing it to everything they got, you know, Sonos, Google Home Max, Amazon Echo, and everything like that. So just a little clickbait. Yeah. But yeah, man, this is the Alcantara for the win, most definitely. Y'all see it. Yeah, so Andrew Stud says, HomePod, great hardware. Yeah, man, like I was saying before, it's a great, for the size of it. I was shocked how small it was when I saw it. That was the most impressive thing. And it produces great sound. It really does, man. Like I said, I think that realistically, like the Home Max gets noticeably louder than the than the HomePod, but like I said, if you run the Home Max at more than 50% in your house, I would be shocked. Like it gets that loud, man, which kind of takes the total volume out the picture. Yeah, Spirit of Knopf says he has the same case in the box. Man, you need to go to the box, take it out the box, put it on your phone, man. It's awesome. See, Adrian says, has me dancing around the house. Oh yeah, man. And it's gonna, like, look, whatever room you put it in, it's gonna fill up your house. You'll be able to hear it unless you living like that, you know. Andrew Stud says, HomePod, they should be able to work with Android phones, have Bluetooth and aux capabilities. Apple dropped the ball there. Software failed. Yeah, that's what I was touching on before, man. It's some major caveats. If you're gonna buy it, you got to be it's really for the diehard Apple person as of right now. From the price point to the fact that you have to have an iOS device to even set it up and talk to it, to the fact that Siri, basically the voice commands only work with, but you can only tell Siri to play. I'll be more specific, because once you use AirPlay to actually send, you know, Spotify or whatever to it, then you can use your voice to tell it go up and down or whatever. But in order to send music to it, you can only ask Siri to play from Apple Music. You can't ask Siri to play your Spotify playlist or, you know, anything like that. Which you know, Spotify is really the elephant in the room when it comes to speakers. You got a smart speaker, but does it do Spotify though? That's the question. Spotify is killing the game when it comes to streaming. Apple Music is catching up when you look at paid subscribers, but just total users, period, ain't nothing touching Spotify right now. They're killing. But yeah, hardware is great. What they've done for the size, and then just the way they kind of achieve their sound is pretty cool too. It's a lot of trickery and engineering in how they produce their sound. Let's see. Andrew says, why isolate the market? Apple Watch and HomePod for Apple only, no bueno. I agree, man. But the thing is, when you have a user base that's as big as what Apple has, even just selling to a percentage of that user base, you're still going to be selling a lot. There's still going to be, it's still going to be a lot of, they're still going to do numbers. And at the end of the day, they're a hardware company, so they're just trying to move units. And if they can look in their market and say, like, even if we just sold this to people that currently have iPhones, and we sold it to, 10% of the people that have iPhones, we're still doing good. Yeah, Agent L says Apple can set the rules for their products. Until someone knocks them down, they won't change. That's true, man. Somebody has to take the cake. So you know what that means? Bixby speaker. It's coming. I'm calling it. If not 2018, 2019. Look, if Cortana can have a speaker, everybody can have a speaker. That's just the way I look at it, man. See, Forbes says, exactly, man. The base is there. Andrew Studd says, give us opinions as consumers. Oh, give us options as consumers. Yeah, definitely. But that's anti-Apple. Apple literally is based on the fact that you as consumers aren't educated enough to make decisions, which means you need fewer options. You need somebody to give you one thing and tell you what you want versus giving you things to choose from. Not saying that's right, but that's been Apple's business strategy for a while. Ashley Kelly in the building. What's up, baby? Her and my baby are in the building. What's going on? Sean says, what's up? What's going on, bro? Appreciate y'all for stopping through. Android Stud says, Bixby speaker, it will accidentally go off when you bump into it. That's what they need, man. They need that button. They need the same exact button from the S8 and the Note 8 on the Bixby speaker. And it needs to be right where you would pick it up at for maximum accidental touches. See, Spiritnov says, time to go back. Work is calling. Peace out, bro. Be safe. I'm holla at you. Appreciate you for stopping through. Sean says, some snakes in the building. But, man, but yeah, man. So I didn't mean to talk about the Apple HomePod that much. I just knew it was in the news, and it's going to be a big deal. Let's see. Android Stud says Bixby has a lot of potential. Yeah, man, Bixby is no slouch, especially since it can do things that no other assistant can do right now. If you got a Samsung device, Bixby is more powerful on that Samsung device than any other assistant. I mean, even on the iPhone, Siri can't do what Bixby can do on a Galaxy. That's just, those are just facts. And it's only going to get better. Bixby hadn't even been out a year yet. So, we kind of look at where the fact that it's already doing things that some other assistants can't do. That's a big deal. Stud says, big discount on Note 8 right now, Verizon and T-Mobile. Yeah, they're doing, last I checked, they were doing like up to $400 off if you were switching from another carrier off of the Note 8, S8 or S8 Plus. Then they were doing a buy one, get one free for a second as well. They're giving them away because it's a slow time, man. The holidays have passed. I guess folks getting their tax returns back as well, so they're trying to grab some of that money. But if you're looking to pick up, especially a Galaxy device, but they're doing it on iPhones too. I don't think they're doing it on the X, but I know on the 8 and the 8 Plus, buy one get one frees, and I know Verizon is doing that that deal where you can get up to $400 off. But if you go to Best Buy, they'll give you $100 off the price of the phone before trade-in. So you get $100 off, then you get whatever your trade-in is going to be. It's like I say, it's a great time to buy the phone, especially since the S9 is going to be announced on the 25th. So I know they're trying to get out ahead of that, move some units before people start holding what they got to try to get that S9 in-house. So yeah, if you're looking to get something, one of them great phones, now is the time to do it. It's a great time to do it. But there is another topic. Android Stud gave me a little segue. Verizon, man. So for the past 2 or 3 years, Verizon phones have been coming factory unlocked, which means that you can just stick a SIM in it. If you got T-Mobile SIM, AT&T SIM, pop it in, and it works. But for some reason, they say starting this spring, they're going to start factory locking their phones again. They say it's going to be temporary, but I don't know. I have to look at the reason. They say it's something security related, but I don't know how that would, I don't know what that would have to do anything with security. So I need to look more into that. I just saw that headline when I was coming out here. And I saw, I think it was Phone Tech at Work posted it in the chat, the Android police article. I got to read that, but that's kind of discouraging, man, especially if you're used to being able to get a, because as of right now, or the way it used to be, I know Verizon and Sprint phones secondhand were expensive because, they were, you had to buy that specific model phone. But then when you turn around to sell them, you didn't really get any money because they were locked to Verizon. So it's kind of like a catch-22. They had the most expensive phone up front, but then you couldn't sell it that much because it was limited for what you could do with it. But now, here recently, any Verizon phone I've sold, it was factory unlocked. So I would list it as such. Check, you can check the bands. It's a Verizon model, but it's unlocked. So as long as it got the bands for your carrier, for AT&T or whatever, then you just pop your SIM in and rock out. But they're going to start factory locking them again. And I also don't know what kind of, because at the end of the day, there's still regulations in place, laws in place that say that they have to, if you ask them to, they have to unlock your phone. So that is still an option, and that's even more reason why I don't understand why they go through the trouble of locking it when people either don't know what that is, like they would never even think to do that, or the people that would do that, why do you want them calling in just to unlock the phone? That's just more traffic and more headache for you and your guys. So I don't know. I'll read on that and read up on that, see how it goes. That's kind of wild. But yeah, I know Android Stud was a little shook up about that as well, because I believe he's on Verizon, if I'm not mistaken. No, that was Phone Tech at Work. Phone Tech at Work was shook up because I know that he uses Verizon phones, and he has a T-Mobile SIM he pops in them as well. So you have to start jumping through those hoops, brother, if you're gonna keep getting them Verizon phones, man. See, J Farm in the building. What's up? Says all Note 8 and Sprint will work unlocked on all carriers. Yeah, like I said, it's the same thing for the Verizon one. But they say this spring they're gonna start locking their phones back. So I don't know. That's something that you rocked out with. Might want to be a little leery of that, especially probably around the time that the S9 comes out. See, Andrew Studd says that was one thing about Verizon phones. Yeah, man, that was that was a big deal. Because you used to have to go through hell and high water to get a phone unlocked. They give you all kind of runaround and stuff like that because essentially you weren't getting it unlocked to stay on Verizon. You were getting unlocked to leave. See, Phone Tech at Work says shout out to Texas. I don't know, man. I'm about to loop on that. Shout out to Texas. What's been going on in Texas, man? Yeah, let me know. Took care of that. My bad, guys. Doing a little housekeeping right now. Alright, Stud says look dope. A45 SD. Oh yeah, Snapdragon and fingerprint scanner in the display. Yeah, man, that Mi Mix 2S. That phone gonna be tough, man. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be the first truly like basically 100% all display phone, man. Everybody else been talking all this bezel stuff, but they really been kind of faking the funk, man. They've been faking the funk, but that Mi Mix 2S, I saw a picture of the other day. Fingerprint sensor in the screen. The camera is literally like it's just the pinhole up at the top right corner. So it's really gonna be it's gonna be difficult to notice it. See, Phone Tech at Work says I can't find the Google Home Max in Best Buy. Man, you need to write a letter to your Best Buy manager or something, man. You need to cut somebody out. Tell them stop discriminating and get you a Home Max over there, man. See, Stud says Phone Tech at Work over by the smart locks and cameras. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where it is in mine as well. So I don't know if y'all have that same standard layout, but yeah, that's exactly where it is. Just like they got the little smart area where they have basically like a door set up with a bunch of cameras and doorbells and all that stuff on it. And then you turn around and it's sitting right there with all the other Google stuff. Sprinting off says Phone Tech scare all speaker run away. Yeah, so Phone Tech can't find it, man. Yeah, if you get a chance to listen to it, man, you'll see what I'm saying as far as the volume. Most definitely. I mean, because Best Buy is a loud place, and for that, the speaker looks big when you compare it to the other smart speakers. But if you got some cool associates and they're gonna turn it up all the way, there's a little playlist at least that they play at mine, and in the playlist, it's a Biggie song that comes on. And when I go in there, they'll cut it up to the max when that Biggie song drop, and it makes you like as a customer, it makes you almost uncomfortable to stand there because you feel like you causing problems. Like, if you ever been in there and somebody been over by the radios and the stereos and the speakers and all that stuff, and they put on some music with like cussing and all that stuff in it, and if you just ain't about that life, you might be a little uncomfortable, especially if somebody got 212s hitting over there. That's almost how uncomfortable you feel, because it's out the blue. It's like in the middle of like the laptops and smart locks, and you just start blasting Biggie, and it's ridiculously loud, even in Best Buy. I couldn't imagine having that thing in my house. Now, that'd be crazy. See, phone text says, I just played with the HomePod all the way up. Someone playing House of Pain all the way up right now. Yeah, man. Like I said, the HomePod is impressive for what it does, man. But you know, it's a no-go for me, man. Even if I was an Apple person, or even if I had an Apple device, I just wouldn't feel right buying something that can only work with other Apple stuff, man. That just seemed like kind of a slap in the face. And it doesn't have Bluetooth. I mean, it's literally, they literally went out their way to lock it down, because Bluetooth unlocks everything, right? Like, you're not locking down Bluetooth for the most part. You're not gonna, your device, as long as you got the right version of Bluetooth, it doesn't really care. You know what I mean? But for them to remove that, you can't even use it how most people use a speaker, right? So if you buy the HomePod, however you've been using the speaker before that, you have to use it differently now. Like, now you have to start using HomeKit just to use the speaker. You have to start using AirPlay just to use the speaker. And even if you've been using Apple Music, you might have been using Bluetooth, or you might, because the thing is, you have Apple Music on an Android device. So even if I have Apple Music, but I literally have to buy their hardware to use this speaker, and that's asinine, man. That's crazy. But man, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. If you guys don't have anything else, any other comments, hopefully Phone Tech at Work can find their Google Home Max hiding out in this Best Buy, and get a little taste of it. But until next time, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Appreciate y'all for stopping through, man. Peace.